Alright guys, well, I'm back with some more of my Khazâd campaign. It's been a little while. Now, from the last stream, we actually made some pretty decent progress. We started getting a decent foothold in the Goblin territory on the western side of the Misty Mountains. And the economy is growing. We have plenty of income to work with, so we're just trying as quickly as we can to build up our forces. We actually got a hold of our Tier 2 infantry. I believe this will be our Tier 2. Legion Shield Guard, Hammer Guard, and Deeping Guard. So these guys are going to be more than a match for pretty much any Goblin scum we have to deal with. Looking forward to seeing them on the battlefield. I do need to get some troops out to Enin and Odrid over here. I am trying to convert the culture as quickly as I can, but I know that's going to be a bit time consuming on that end. However, I do need to take Balin over to the eastern side of Khazâd for a scripted event. So I think what I'm going to do is have these two kind of trade places for a bit. I think that's what I'll do. There we go. Okay, and sadly I can't get any more troops this turn. Now, I could try to push up north against the goblins in Bruinos, but I'm afraid we're going to leave ourselves a bit vulnerable here for the time being. Let me at least see what happens once we end this turn. I'm a little uncertain about how much progress we're going to make up north, because I know we still have to deal with the goblins to the south. And the Dunlendings will still be a problem for us too moving forward. Yeah, and the goblins just replace troops like nothing. Alright, got some more gold in the bank. Very nice. Isengard and Gondor are not at war. That's not good. That means Gondor's going to have an even harder time dealing with Mordor. Pig farm will be done in one more turn. That's good. But I've got to get Balin out here. So, hate to do this, but Balin, you're going to have to move out just for a little while. Yeah, and I can't get any more troops here for a while, too. It's going to be quite some time before I can get some more infantry here. Building a new mining network, so that's definitely going to help with our gold situation. And I need to get this spy over here so we can double culture. How is it looking? Oh, it's doing pretty good. 16%. That's not bad. Alright, not too bad so far. It's good to see that our archers and a lot of our spearmen are still at full strength. Could use some more cavalry, but that's always a problem for the dwarves in the early game. Unless you're playing as Erebor. Erebor is the one dwarven faction that can get cavalry pretty quickly, I feel like. Really need to get this guy out here to build some watchtowers. Because I got to be careful about what to expect from the enemy. Okay, let's not have you go too far out. I need you to get back home. There we go. And he can't hire any mercenaries, sadly. I think we've spent all... I think we've recruited all the mercenaries we can at this point. Same with him, too. Okay, what else have we got going on? We've already spoken to the High Elves. I think we have, right? Yeah. I kind of need to speak to... I can't remember who I've already spoken to. Oh, yeah, you were supposed to go down south and meet up with Enidwife. That's right. Plus, I need you to keep an eye on the Dunlendings down there, too. I would love to play a campaign where the Dunedain just end up winning on every front. That would be amazing. So I don't have to worry about Eriador whatsoever. But I know that never happens. The Dunedain are always one of the, they always seem to be on the losing side. No matter how many campaigns I play, they always end up being on the losing side to some extent. I've never seen the Dunedain do very well. They do pretty good in the early game, and then they're just going downhill once we start approaching the late game phase. All right, let's have you head eastwards then. Okay, and we got so much money to play with, but unfortunately, no troops to recruit, no mercenaries to recruit, and no more buildings to build, because everything else is still waiting in the queue. Yeah, that'll be done by next turn. That'll be done too. Okay, so next turn we'll have some fun. But I desperately need to start rallying some forces. Or think flourishes. You know, if I can get the goblins out of the way before, I would say, like, my ultimate goal. Oh, never mind. Let me just read this really quick. Poison Sky. A large force of goblin archers descended upon him with many a poisoned arrow. Think Aule that Tharkun came to Balin's aid, and during the attack, for all we know, our king could have been slain by one of those arrows. Unfortunately, Tharkun reports that the archer force was only the scouting party for the army led by our people's greatest foe, Durden's Bane. Make haste, for we need to return Balin and Tharkun to Moria immediately, so that they can defend our home against the darkness which marches toward us. Okay. So it looks like we're going to have some trouble with the Balrog this stream. More than likely. Let's have you come back to Moria, because we need to strengthen our defenses. Need to get ready for a big battle coming here. Oh, we can get the Legion crossbows. That's nice. So we gotta wait for more turns. I don't think we're going to have that much time, unfortunately. Sadly. Great Miners Hall. Let me take a look at the options here. We need a Great Miners Hall to build the army barracks, but once we get the army barracks, we actually get our War Goat Spear Guard. That's awesome. Plus, we get access to all the rest of our finest infantry. I think I'm going to do that, honestly. Why not? And I do love Dwarven infrastructure because they just come with so many benefits, like a Great Miners Hall. Public order bonus 20%. Recruitment slots open 5 altogether. Number of free upkeep, we get 4 here. Public health bonus is 15%. It's going to take 9 turns, but it'll totally be worth it once we have this build, because then we'll have the Great Barracks underway. Yeah, and I really got to start sending my spies elsewhere, because I got to know what the Dunlendings and the Goblins are up to. How's culture looking? 28%, not bad, not bad. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to have to get a miners union if we're going to start expanding. Oh, wait, we already have a guard barracks here. That's amazing. We just need to wait until culture gets up there. So, what's going to help us with culture? Might do a pub. Actually, a ballista maker is something we can do. I mean, if we can get some more siege equipment, that would be amazing. And I'm going to destroy this warg breeder, because I really don't think this is going to do anything for us. Not at all. I mean, we don't even need that to get cavalry, because all we need is the army barracks. Okay, and I'm going to send Owen out. Owen, how far can you go? I need you to start building some more watchtowers. Yeah, I don't want to take a risk sending him out more. Yeah, I think that's about as far as you can go. Darn it, you can't build anything. Okay, that sucks. He can't really go very far. Oh boy, what do I do in this situation? I don't have any diplomats around here. That's another problem. No diplomats at all. That just blows. Alright, keep heading down towards Enidwaith. Alright, let's do Khazâd, 42. I really don't know what to expect. I wonder... I know I can't get these guys retrained here, because we can't get Khazâd. Oh, no, we can. Let me just compare it here. Yeah, we might be able to get you guys retrained there. Let's do this now. Oh, we still can't? Well, that's a bummer. I really need to get more troops. I desperately need more troops. Can't get any mercenaries. Nope, nothing here either. I just wish I could get mercenaries. I would just hire any mercenaries at this point. Wars are too few in number. We need men. Fighting men. Because I know the goblins are going to be retaliating. They're going to come back again. I just hope I don't have to deal with another battle of 10,000 goblins. Like last stream, because that was stressful. Khan stands with Mordor. Bad news. Khan decides to embrace the dark side. Dorwinian Resplendent. Okay. Yeah, Gondor is going to be finished, unfortunately. They're not going to last. Woodland Realm, Orcs of Gundabad. Okay, so they're at war now. Alright, we can get you guys retrained. Let's get that done. Mithril mines. Holy cow, this is a thing. Of course it is. Mithril ore is a type of metal that can be obtained through mining in various places throughout the mines of Moria. It can be smelted with coal through the smithing skill to form a mithril bar, which can then be smithed into various types of weapons and armor. Building income 2,400. That means our economy is going to be absolutely insane after that, as if it isn't already. Mining complex. This does even more for us. Man, the options are crazy here. It's just, I would love to focus on the economy, but I desperately need more troops. What level barracks can we get? We need a miners unit to get the guard barracks. So I think we should get a guard. I think we need to get the miners union going. Yeah, let's get that going then, because we need a guard. We need an guard barracks here for sure. Can't delay that. Yeah, we have so many great options here, but we still have to wait several turns for some of these guys to be available. Goblins are filtering around out there. Yeah, let's get these guys retrained. Culture's already in a good spot, right? 38%. I think that's good enough, because I really need the agents to tell me what's out here. I need to know if the goblins are coming back anytime soon. And then you come down here and tell me what's down here, because I need intel badly.
On my way.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick you. Aye, Lord.
Might be best if we take these guys out now.
Have a taste of my blade.
Alright, I'm gonna wait till they get... I'm gonna wait and see if they get any closer before I attack, because I don't want these guys running out of movement points. That's the problem. I take these guys out and try to march back. We may not have enough to come back. I think I'll leave the bandits behind, at the very least.
Aye, Lord. Orders. Aye, sire. By your will, sire, we shall engage.
Alright, well, we're not going to pursue, because we're definitely going to run out of movement points if we do that.
Yes, my king.
Yep, you're done building stuff. Still got to get the ballista maker done with. Yep, just get you guys retrained and nope, no mercenaries. No mercenaries either. Yeah, it's hard to really figure out what to do at this point, because I know there's going to be some sort of scripted event coming my way. Every turn I sit idly. Well, every turn I'm idle, I know the goblins are getting stronger again. It's impressive the Dunedain are this far down. That's interesting. I know Enidwaith is down here somewhere. Yeah, I know they're not doing so hot. In fact, they might be at war with Enidwaith. Yeah, we can get these guys retrained. Yep, the spear, the Khazâd spear guard, sentries anyways, they're back at full strength. These guys will be 2 by next turn. How bad is it with cultural growth? 41% is not bad, it's small. So I'll bring you guys back really quick. If I can get this place up to 50%, we can actually get some tier 2 infantry here, which would be nice. Yeah, I can't get any troops here at all. Same with this situation. Such a pain. Alright. I might send you guys back if I can. Because I can't really do anything with these bandits. I think I've already checked this. Yeah, they can't get them retrained. I'm going to send you back, see what I can do. In fact, I might send you guys back too, because I would love for you guys to get retrained if we can. I hope this campaign doesn't turn into a disaster for me. Because Khazad has a very unique start. And this has been perhaps my 3rd attempt at the campaign in a row. Alright, are we besieged? Yep, we're besieged. They're going to attack us next turn. I don't think it'll be too bad. We got a pretty decent ensemble here. It's not looking bad. Balin's in control too. It just would have been nice if we can get some freaking mercenaries. Some mercs. Alright, I gotta keep a careful eye on this terrain. Alright, head back. Make sure this place is well defended. You'll get the ballista maker next turn. You can start building some more ballistas. Now, this army, this could be pretty messy, unfortunately. But I have confidence, certainly more confidence than the last time we played this campaign at this point, because we didn't stand a chance against these guys with our few numbers. But now we've got all this hardened infantry over here, some shock troops, pretty much our elite shield guard over here, elite spearmen, and Balin as well. So I don't think it's looking too bad. Plus, once I can beat these guys back and send some troops back across the mountains, we can start heading towards Bruinos with a fresh army. Potentially. Yeah, 48%, that's really good. I'll leave you in there for one more turn, and then we're going to get those spies out of there and start exploring, because I need eyes in the south and in the north. Once we're done with this silly battle, we're going to go hard against the goblins in the west, because we got to take them out quickly. Sorry, I'm picking my nose there. Alright, these guys are forcing a fight. I don't mind. I think we're going to trash these guys, honestly. Alright, let's do this then. Now, I'm only particularly worried about the trolls. But I think we can deal with them with Balin's bodyguard. key is not to get Balin killed. He's way too important of a figure. Okay, I think it would make sense if we start over here. Can we start over there? Yeah, I'll have to do that, won't I? There we go. That works.
For the dwarves! We're tired of waiting. Advance! There's a battle coming. I know it. Forward! We're here, laddie.
Alright, let's get this battle started. Balin, let's get you down here. Actually, no, the archers, yeah, let's get you down here. Balin, let's get you over here. And our shock troops, I'm going to have you guys down here. You guys are going to be in reserve up here. Okay. It's not too bad. The trolls are going to be the ones to come in first, so we'll have to deal with those guys. I really want to get Balin down here quickly. Because I think his bodyguard can do a pretty good job against the trolls. Maybe kill off like at least half, if not more of them, before the rest of their infantry come in. Yeah, because they're fast, of course. They're big, they're fast, so... I think Balin's bodyguard might be able to dispatch these guys. Alright, don't waste your arrows on the trolls, because archers are just going to be absolutely useless, unfortunately. They really are. If only I had a ballista here. That's the one thing I do regret, is not having a ballista here. I wish I left the one that I had here instead. Because the ballista could have been incredibly useful. At least in taking down a handful of these guys. Alright, gotta take out those goblin archers. Alright, we're killing off some of the trolls. That's good. Alright, we killed off these trolls very quickly. That's good, that's good. We don't lose too many spearmen. That's amazing. Alright, and these guys are doing good. We're flanking them over here on the sides. That's good so far. I need to get Balin over here to start his flanking too. If he can just get himself organized over here. I hope I don't lose too many of my... well, I know I'm going to lose a lot of these guys, but I hope they don't get decimated. Alright, let's flank this mountain guard over here. You know, one catapult would make this battle over by now. Just one catapult would end this battle. Gonna try to get some good shots right here. Very nice, very nice. Got some decent shots there. Alright, Balin. Yep, you're already in. It's too bad I can't have you rally the troops, but at least we really take out those trolls quickly. Alright, these guys are doing pretty good. Balin's doing good too. Yeah, these guys need some help. Still got my archers firing. I don't know where the general is in this whole mix, so I think maybe I just spotted him. Maybe the general is this guy. No, I don't think so. He's one of the mountain Urdiks. That's got to be the case. Yeah, I think Balin's dwarves over here. RNG, hey! How are the Dawi treating you? Khazâdûm's a pretty fun campaign so far. This is probably my third attempt at Khazâdûm on very hard, just because they have a very unique starting challenge. So I kind of screwed up a little bit with some bad decisions. But this so far has been the best out of the three, obviously. So we're doing pretty okay, I would say. But progress is kind of slow in terms of conquest, so I'm trying my best to get the dwarves expanding as much as possible. But our numbers are just too few. Alright, well, we're definitely racking up the kills here. It's really only those goblin archers that are being a pest right now. But once we get rid of those mountain Urdiks, it's going to be easy to just sweep these archers aside. Chances are the general's going to be killed before we even really hit those archers with our infantry. I would love to get a good screenshot of the general getting killed. That would be cool. Yeah, I just hope we don't lose like 30% of our defenders here. Ooh, even the Deeping Guard's taking some casualties now. But the good news is we've got their best infantry compromised. They're slowly getting cut off from the rest of the troops down here. I think I might send in the volunteers to help out. Alright, I'm going to send you guys back so you don't get chopped up. Well, don't get skewered by those arrows. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. If we can just kill the general, we can get this whole army on the run. And then the dwarves don't have to be stuck here defending East Khazâdûm. We can expand. Yeah, I guess they're trying to send the archers after our dwarven archers. They got a ways to go. It's taken a while to kill off this general. I'm not sure where he is in this mess. I think one of them's already routed. One of these units are routed, and the other one's wavering. Yeah, the orc fellers are broken. That's good. I still gotta deal with those pesky archers. But even then, even despite having hundreds of goblin archers, they're not really doing all that much against our dwarves because their armor's so thick. Yeah, the good news is, I'm guessing this might be the general. Yeah, I think the general might be in here somewhere. Yeah, because he's completely cornered up against this huge pinnacle, this huge column. And at that point, it's really just the goblin archers that are left, and that's it. And they're not going to fight very well. They're very poor fighters in melee, so they're not going to do too well. Oh, there's the goblin bodyguards. Okay, they're over here. They still got a crap load of these bodyguards left, unfortunately. I'm going to speed things around here a bit more. Oh, we need to send you guys down. Alright, did we kill off all these guys yet? Yeah, they're dead, right? Alright, then it's time to start sweeping these goblins downhill. Yeah, the shield guard did very well. That's good to see. But now it's just going to be a glorious charge downhill and sweep up the rest of these goblins here. There must be some fighting going on over here, but I can't really see any goblins.
The enemy's general lies dead. Let the crows have his miserable bones, and let our swords have his men.
Okay, come on, goblins. Your general's dead. 76% of your army is destroyed. Just run away. Run away. The battle's over for you. You're not going to win this. 78%, 23% casualties. How these guys still have so many arrows left to fire, I don't know. Yeah, I'm surprised these goblins are still sticking around. I really don't know why. I mean, 89% casualties, the general's dead, and yet these guys are still sticking around. I mean, we'll just have to force our way out, force our way through. Finally, they're starting to break.
The enemy army flees the field. After them, cut the cowards down.
Alright, well that's enough right there. That's total annihilation. So that's perfect.
Our foe is utterly vanquished.
We lost over 300 dwarves, unfortunately. But at least that doomstack's been dealt with, or whatever it is. Perfect. So they've been dealt with. East Khazad is defended. We just need to get a bunch of these troops retrained. I really need to get these guys out and fighting, so we need to get more troops going as quickly as we can. At least I can get these guys retrained. That's good. We'll send the bandits back out soon. Alright, so at least with that taken care of, the question is now, when are we going to have to deal with this Balrog? And how exactly, what part does Gandalf have to play in this in slaying the Balrog? Do we control Gandalf as an individual unit? Or is it like some sort of scripted event that requires money? Because I know in past versions you had to pay Gandalf to kill the Balrog. I don't know if that's the case here. Or what did we fail in? Yeah, well, I'm trying to get to Enidwaith, okay?
Awaiting your command. Aye, sire.
You know what? Let me go back to that last one then. Because I want to take advantage of that reward. Yep. And where is my diplomat? Yeah, he's already here. Let's have you speaking with Enidwaith.
What is it you wish to discuss? It's good to see you. Good day to you.
There we go. Got some more money for that. So I'm going to end this turn and be happy. Oh, you can build stuff. Perfect. Okay, what have we got? Ballista, definitely. Miners Union is going to be next. Culture is at 56%, doing wonderfully. Got a lot of troops we can retrain, which is the good news. But I'm going to send these three out instead. I can't send too many troops out, because if the goblins come this way, I need at least some sort of garrison defending this area. And I gotta take out the goblins fast, because the Dunlendings are going to be on my doorstep pretty soon, so... We need to deal with the goblins in the north. That way we can focus on a unified front in the south. And I know the Dunlendings are not going to give us a break, that's for sure. Not for too much longer. Alright, speak with Rune. Easy enough. I got a diplomat that's pretty close. Zenith Guard. Oh, we get another bodyguard. Yes, please.
Aye, Lord. Aye. Aye, sire.
Perfect. So with our best troops ready to go, let's get you guys moving. Yeah, let's get you guys up here right away. We got a ballista ready to go and bandits. You'll join them too, and I will send you... Might lead the volunteers. Alright, it's time to send the agents back out. So I know we're going to be dealing with a pretty nasty goblin army here, very big. But if we wipe these guys out, then there's really hardly anything that's going to stop us from taking Zakala over there. I need you guys to go south, because I gotta know for sure what to expect down here. Because culture should be at 60%. 62. Amazing. And then once the Miners Union is done, I should be able to unlock... Let me see here. Actually, what was I trying to unlock? Because I've already got the guard barracks. Yeah, because we can get these guys, but it'll take 11 turns. I might go with something that takes less time. Well, we'll stick with the Miners Union for now. Alright, let's go ahead and send these guys out too. Why not? Gonna put you guys near the side. I gotta find a way to get these guys retrained. Yeah, these hammer throwers are very powerful. Owen, can you get us some mercenaries, please? Nope, still nothing. Brilliant. Alright, so I have got to get his army on the move. The question is, how many of our troops are we going to move out of here? I'm even thinking about selling this territory to somebody just for now, because what I would love to do is just take this whole army up north, give this to another faction that might keep the Dunlendings away from here for a while. Yeah, because it's a huge risk taking any amount of troops out of this region and then moving north and leaving it vulnerable to a potential attack. Alright, and these guys will take 2 more turns, but I'm definitely sending them to the western side. Alright, go speak to the Easterlings then. Let's see where they are. Hopefully they haven't taken Mornithel. Maybe if I can do an alliance with them. I mean, it's a crazy idea, but wouldn't it be great if I could do an alliance and then not have to worry about them attacking me? I know it's crazy, but you know what? I'm gonna entertain an alliance with them. Come on, an alliance so I don't have to worry about you guys annoying me in the south. Alright, that was a shitload of money, but you know what? It means I don't have to worry about Dunlendings to the south for a while. So, as long as we don't have any goblins over here to worry about, I could just take almost every one of these troops up north and not have to give this away to anybody. Alright. It buys us some time. Buys us time to wipe out the goblins, and then I'll deal with the Dunlendings. Nope. Okay. It's gonna be time to start sending our troops up north again. I'm gonna leave 1 ballista behind. Gonna lower... Oh, we can't lower taxes here, unfortunately. I think I'll leave the volunteers behind to garrison it. Alright, we don't necessarily need a spy there. We need one in the west. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Alright, let's go ahead and get you guys moving. It's too bad I can't get any mercenaries, but we have plenty of strength to take Burunost up here. Once we do, that's going to help our economy tremendously. Yep, retrain these guys. Yeah, the goblins are going to be coming up again, unfortunately. We'll have to deal with these bastards. Hopefully Balin can get some mercenaries again. He can't. Of course he can't. Alright, 2 more turns until that's done. The Miners' Union. 4 more turns until the Great Miners' Hall is done. Can't train any troops here, unfortunately. Not yet. But culture probably is, yep, 63%. Not bad. Not bad. It's just annoying I'll have to deal with the goblins being a pest over here, so I'll have to send these guys over here. Get as many troops as I can, because they'll be coming back over here to drive me nuts. At least I'll get some Legion crossbows to help out. Alright, how bad would it be if I sent you over here? Ooh. Yeah. I'll have to lower taxes significantly. Because I got to get as many troops over here as I can. Because if those goblins come over here and mess things up, I need every spare dwarf possible. I mean, this is already not as strong of a force I'd like it to be, but at the same time, I don't think we're going to be dealing with that bad of a goblin army. It's not like they're going to have any heavy infantry. I don't think so. That last army that attacked us, that was a scripted event, so they are going to have beefier troops. Alright, we're going to take Bruinos this turn, fight a huge battle. Wrath of Khan, of course. Yeah, these guys are right on our doorstep now, unfortunately.
Aye, Lord.
I really wish I could get some troops here. But at least these guys will be done by next turn, so that gives us another unit to work with. I might just take out these guys this turn, I'm not sure, just so I don't have to deal with them devastating my land. But I do need to take Bruinos. I don't want to wait on that. Now, I don't think it's looking too bad. A lot of trash goblin troops. Led by a general. They got some Udic Overseers, but these guys are not that bad either. It's only the Warg packs I need to look out for. They got 2 of those. And some more trash goblins up there. So I think what we need to do is wrap ourselves around over here. That way we've got the high terrain to work with. We'll attack this guy, force them to attack us. And obviously we're outnumbered a great deal, but that's not going to matter. 2-1 to the dwarves is nothing. The goblins need to be like 3 or 4-1 to stand a chance. Okay, this is not exactly the advantageous terrain I was hoping for. Also, why did I bring both ballistas with me? That seems unnecessary. Soon we're going to have some dwarven crossbows to work with. I keep you guys on the flanks. I think that's about... Oh no, we got 2 more over here. Volunteers, you're going to stay down here in the center. I don't want you to be easy prey for those warg riders or their wargs. Cavalry, we're going to keep you... I wish I'd keep you hidden for the entire battle. Oh yeah, stay there then. That's perfect, because I don't really need you to do anything that much except maybe take out some artillery. That's about it.
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
Oh, I see. Okay. Turn around, boys. Yeah, it's annoying they're coming from that direction. Yeah, let's get you guys up here. We need you guys to start firing, like, right now. Alright, come on. Come on, ballistas. Get into position. I need you to start firing soon. Ballistas, turn around. Alright, just gonna check something really quick here.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Okay. Taking out a lot of their archers, but they still got hundreds left. We're staying ahead of the casualty count, that's for sure. At least the ballistas are getting some decent target practice, so hopefully they'll gain some decent amount of experience from this. Makes them more accurate. Alright, Dwarven archers, just keep doing what you're doing. Oh, I gotta deal with those ballistas now. Yep, you got to fall back. It's okay if they're hitting him. His bodyguard will replenish, so I don't have to worry about his bodyguard at all. They'll just automatically replenish on their own. We'll make those ballistas work a little bit. Go back and forth for this. Yep, already got these guys on the run. Perfect. I'm going to send you guys back to regroup. You guys too. Let's send you over here now. Dispose of those goblins on our right. The archers are thinning out a bit. It's going to be down to just infantry left pretty soon in wargs, which is good. Yeah, and the ballistas are doing pretty decent. Yeah, we're running out of arrows, unfortunately. Alright, you guys are done. I know you're pretty broken, not broken, winded. Yeah, you're getting pretty tired, so you guys need to come back. Yeah, you guys need a rest over here for sure. I'm going to send my hammer guard over here, because I have a feeling those wargs are going to come back and threaten our right. I'm not going to have a lot of archers to really threaten them left. Threaten them. Alright, let you guys rest for a bit.
Our cowardly foe. We have captured the enemy general. That will teach the cowardly dog to turn tail and
Alright, so I think that's... Is that their actual general killed? No, that's just a captain. Well, that's frustrating. Okay, we are running out of arrows. I can't do anything about those ballistas for now, so I'm just gonna have to absorb this attack. Yeah, those wargs are coming around. I better get the cavalry out of here. The cavalry is my only insurance in annihilating this whole army. Because I can't let them retreat back into the fortification. Oh, crap, he's in trouble. Crap, that's right, they got 2 units of those wargs. Ooh, okay, that's gonna be rough. Yep, they're flanking us, they're flanking us. Alright, Hammer Guard. I think the Hammer Guard's doing pretty good against these guys. But now they're attacking these guys in the flank. They're going to hurt quite a few of them. Alright, I don't want to use up my cavalry against these guys, but we got to continue pushing these wargs down here. Owen could possibly get killed if we're not careful. They still got a crap load of those wargs left. I don't think these guys are doing too bad. Yeah, the wargs are doing nothing to these dwarves. They are so strong. We just gotta kill their actual general. So, I don't know where he is at the moment. That's the only problem. I don't know where his actual general is. It might be in this mess somewhere. Might be the cavalry. I'm not sure. Alright, we gotta get rid of this cavalry. They're hurting our troops over here. They keep threatening our left. Dang it, those ballistas. Yeah, Owen's so tough over here. He's handling all of this like a boss. But we still don't know where the general is in this whole mess. Oh shit, they're messing up my cavalry. They're gonna eradicate my cavalry, unfortunately. I better get them out of there. Because I need the cavalry to chase down these goblins once they start running. The general has got to be around here somewhere. I don't know why he's not sticking out more. Probably that light cavalry unit. Because there are clearly no goblin bodyguards here. No mountain Uruks. Just Uruk overseers, that's it.
badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
I gotta let these guys rest. They're like very tired now. Oh, come on, guys. Give up already. I'm hoping this is their general, because I don't know where he is then. At all. He might be... Actually, no. I know he's not an overseer. That's for sure. Alright, hit those ballistas then. Alright, time to swing around over here. Finally got these guys on the run so we can swing around and start threatening their flank now. Spears, the sentries are definitely holding out. Our legionnaires are holding out as well, very well. Alright, come on, ballistas. I need you to be accurate. Okay, that's where the bodyguard is. Okay. I gotta get Owen free of these guys. Yeah, he needs to take out that bodyguard. Our best chance of success here. Yeah, now the ballistas are finally getting some hits. That's good, that's good. Gonna have them hit these archers here now. Owen needs you to take these guys out. Actually, archers, fall back, fall back. Don't get caught up in those bodyguards. You're gonna get slaughtered. Alright, very nice. Good work, good work. They only got one more ballista left. Let's destroy it. All I gotta do is just kill that general. That's all I gotta do. Yeah, we're gonna be looking at 30% casualties if we don't get these guys running soon. They're fighting on very well with their general still intact. So that's why I couldn't see the general at all, because he was hiding. Okay, that ballista's really ticking me off. Finally, we destroyed it. Okay, good. Come on, Owen, catch up with these guys. Okay, you better stop firing, because now you're hitting our own troops. Yeah, these goblins are just gonna bleed us this battle. Because their general is still alive, and they're just fighting to the absolute death. 83% casualties, and they're still fighting on. I still can't get any of these guys to run. And this general is gonna take a while to take down. He's already costing me a lot of my volunteers. I'm just gonna speed things up here. I'm tired of waiting. Yeah, we should have killed off the general as soon as we could. I just didn't know where he was this entire battle. That's what's really frustrating about all this. At least we know this is going to be a complete wipeout, but it's going to come at a cost, unfortunately. A much higher cost than it needed to be. I don't think we need to lose this many dwarves fighting these guys. These guys are still alive? You gotta be kidding me. We've had to fight every last inch of these guys. This is ridiculous. I can't believe how much fighting we've had to do just to get rid of them. There's no way it should be taking this long to kill the goblins. All because of one general that fought to the very end. Come on, Owen. Get your troops in there and actually fight.
The enemy army flees the field. After them, cut the cowards down.
Wow, that was ridiculous. That's the first time I fought the goblins, and that is the most resilient I've ever had to deal with the goblins. And they cost us a shit ton of troops, unfortunately. We lost 600 dwarves fighting that battle. It would not have been anywhere near as bad if we knew where that general was earlier and we took him out. This is why you gotta kill the general early. But once we get some decent cavalry in here, that's gonna be a thing of the past. And how on earth did any goblins get away? That should have been a complete wipeout. That's unacceptable. Alright, we shouldn't lose any troops fighting this. I still think that's stupid that somehow some goblins got away. Like, that was supposed to be a wipeout. Not fair.
At your service. They shall not see me, sire. I'm gonna stick you.
Alright, and they still got a large goblin force over there to contend with.
Something to investigate.
The goblins still hold territory over here.
They shall not see me, sire.
Yeah, if we're not careful, they could actually reclaim West Khazâd again.
I'm gonna stick you.
Let's end this turn and see where this takes us. You know, the Dunedain could be helpful and fight those damn goblins, but nope. Nope, they're gonna let them sit at their borders. Let me worry about them. Oh, maybe they're going in after them. Okay, fine. Do your thing, goblins. Okay, we need to get some more troops here. The goblins look like they're going to be heading back over here. I need to build a guard barracks right away. That needs to be utmost priority. I got another general here too, which is good. But I can't let these guys be a threat. So I gotta figure out what to do with them. Yeah, we barely recovered these casualties. It's a shame that some of our best troops had to take a beating like that. And the goblins still hold a very strong presence in Zagkala, but once we can consolidate our position here, eliminate that goblin threat in the west, then we can push on to Zagkala. These guys will have to be dealt with too. I think we better just head out now and deal with these guys, because they're just going to sit out here and devastate our land. Okay, let's take these guys out quickly. Eliminate them, and then we can send these troops west to help deal with that goblin threat. Alright, we got 3 units of Dwarven bodyguards. I think we're going to be fine here. They've got Warg Riders back here too. Yep, at least no Warg packs though. That helps out. Yeah, fall back, guys. Fall back.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
The general's going to have to be wiped out again. He's way back there, and I've got no cavalry to swing around and hit him. Not at all. Alright, I'm going to get you guys up here. Let's get you into a safer position right away. Because I know that cavalry is going to be a threat. Alright, good thing we've got our Legion crossbows, causing some good damage there. In fact, I'm going to have you hit this bodyguard instead. Hit that bodyguard. Same with you guys. It's the only way I can really hit these bodyguards right now, considering where we are. Yeah, gotta hit those wargs. Yeah, Balin's getting beat up over here. I better send in the volunteers. Yeah, the spear, the sentries will hold. They will definitely hold. Especially if the wargs are not flanking them. Alright, we're tearing up their cavalry. That's good. Crossbows, I need you to focus on that bodyguard again. If we can just break through over here and start encircling them, that would be wonderful, because the sentries can hold all day long. Yeah, it's the center over here I'm worried about. That's where they're trying to break through. Yeah, I gotta get my troops over here and deal with these guys.
Enemy force remains.
Gotta get rid of this general. Otherwise I'm gonna deal with the same situation as last battle. More casualties than necessary. If I can just break through these guys, I can get Balin and a bunch of troops over here and surround him. These stubborn goblins are holding the line. Just a handful of them are. Come on, 2 Warg Riders? You've got to be kidding me. Alright, come on.
The enemy lies dead, slain by our fearless warriors. Attack while his men mourn their loss.
Finally, okay. Come on, Uruk Overseers, give up already.
The enemy army flees the field. After them, cut the cowards down. in awe of the victory we have won here today.
Alright, killed off Moria's leader there too. That's good. So now I just gotta get this guy back in here. We're gonna send these guys back over to Khazad West to ensure its survival. I think we can start sending more of these troops to this direction. Yeah, because I can't get everybody retrained here, but I can at least get the best ones done.
My king, aye, lord.
Send you guys to this side, see if we can get you retrained. Perfect. So that puts you in a way better spot, and these goblins will start running away next turn. Hopefully. This will be done in one more turn, so that'll help with cultural conversion.
At your service. My king.
Any mercenaries we can get. Well, what I will do is have you start building a watchtower, just in case.
Aye, noble son, setting a vigilant watch here. Aye, noble son.
The only question is, how are we going to get these troops back to get them retrained? Or are we going to have to send reinforcements in this direction? I might send a general back there, or he might come over here and defend that region. I'm not sure. Because it's going to take a while before I can start recruiting more troops. Maybe not that much longer. I can get these guys going soon. Not the rest of these guys. Yeah, they're going to take a while. Can I get some volunteers in this region? Not for a long time. Alright, I think this next turn is going to be the last one. Because I guess I'm just not getting really any Total War viewers tonight. Ain't nobody watching tonight, that's for sure. Alright, money's doing great. Get another spy going here too. Once we get this guard barracks up, we're going to get a heck of a lot more troops coming in, which is wonderful. Alright, you're going to come over here and help with this area in particular. This is still a major problem. I can't lower taxes. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about this place. I may have to send some troops back. Yeah, that did nothing. Yeah, no one's going to get there fast enough except Owen. Owen could get back there now. I might send him back just to ensure I don't deal with a full-blown rebellion, because that would be bad news. It just means I'll have to lower taxes here for sure. 3%. We got to get culture growing here. I think we'll do... Let's do grain exchange really quick. That'll help. And then you're going to make your way back to this region to ensure this place does not go up in flames. I don't want any damaged infrastructure. In exchange, I'm going to send you guys up to Bruinost up here. I need you to kind of go back over here, keep an eye on the goblins, because I don't know where they are. You will definitely need to keep an eye on this whole area over here for now, because the war against goblins is going to take us a while. I just need to get some more troops going. What I'd like to do is start sending some troops out this way. Yeah, because it's going to be a while before I can get these guys going again. At the very least, I think I'll start sending you guys back, because you need to get retrained. In exchange, I might send you guys out. Okay. One more turn, because honestly, there's really not a whole lot I can do. Just trying to wait to get some more troops on the field. That's one of the bigger challenges with Khazad-dûm, is just trying to get more troops going, just like you would with the elves. The elves are a struggle because it takes a while to get a decent army going. Empire of Ruin. I was supposed to talk to Ruin. Oh well. Alright, let me get my spy going over here. The goblins are still a threat. Army barracks, yes, let's get this going. Let's get some more of you guys going. Still can't recruit any more troops there. I can get you guys... Oh, I can get a lot of guys retrained here. That's right. I could send some of you back for retraining. Because you guys might be able to retrain my best troops. In fact, you'll head... Owen is going to head back up here to ensure this place is defended. You'll come back over here just to make sure the goblins aren't up to anything crazy. If the elves had taken Zod-Kala, that would have been wonderful, because then I could just focus elsewhere, but Zod-Kala has to be taken next. Alright, let's start consolidating some of these troops. That way I don't have to send everybody back, which would be very difficult. Alright, that should be a decent enough defense there. Raise taxes. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, guys. That is the end of my stream for tonight. I'll have to reconsider when I'm going to stream on Fridays from now on, or at all, because the last... Honestly, Fridays in general just have not been good days to stream, from what I can see. I just don't see a whole lot of viewers for Medieval 2. So, I think from this point, I'm just going to have to consider streaming much earlier on Friday, or just stick with Saturday morning and Saturday evening, because I do like streaming on Saturdays for sure, especially in the morning. But I am going to be done here for tonight. It's late enough as it is. Alright, guys. Well, whoever was watching tonight, I do hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening wherever you are. Take care. Hope to have you on here tomorrow or sometime this weekend.